Alright, who is APSA? APSA is every single one of you in this room. Back when I was a first year student during the COVID years, I honestly had no idea what it even was. Seeing all the events like FanBam, Night Market, and M4 Night really intrigued me, but that was all in person. And while we were all locked in our rooms, I had to join Zoom meetings in order to meet others. And yet, I had never had the courage to join a random Zoom meeting with strangers that looked like my cousins from the motherland. So, I never joined. The most I ever did was like message my milk parents, Deanna, Kaylin, and Mireille, but that was it. Nothing else which would consider me active. My second year comes by, and now I'm here in person. And one day my roommate comes up to me and he's like, "Oh, want to go to the APSA GVM?" I honestly had no idea what a GVM meant at the time, and so I just totally forgot about APSA since I just like blocked it out. But all I gave him was a blank stare and like, now I'm here. And my name is Bradley Chong, third year Kinesis major, and I'm running to be your 2023-2024 Vice President of External Affairs. And as the academic co-coordinator for this school year, I was able to gain valuable knowledge and experience on how academics work, as well as board too. And external brands also includes like the cultural coordinator, historian, and as well as the webmaster. And each of these are just unique in their own way, with cultural coordinator like doing a night market, historian recapping events and working closely with the membership secretary for alumni social. And the webmaster has sole responsibility of all social media. Being a croissant spouse with Mayan, the current culture coordinator, and Tara, the current webmaster, has helped me understand their role and bylaws since I worked with them closely, especially Night Market, since I've been a part of the 2021 and the 2022 one. And volunteering and handling the food that night helped me learn to work under stress while keeping a calm state of mind. Also, seeing like the perspective of GVMer and board has allowed me to learn from past mistakes and miscues, and now I'd be able to give more input and suggestions to next year's board. Being the head of the external branch or any type of leadership position is a big responsibility. You're the one who answers the questions. You're the one who everyone goes to if they have any like problems with anything. You're that guy. It also means creating trust and safety for others. As a leader, you have to be composed and have a calming presence. Inspiring others, having communication skills, and taking initiative is key. I'm committed to support all of external branch and provide them with help by any means necessary. And communication is one of those important factors that just like in general, just like life, relationships, or just like a work. And I've come to realize that this year on board, we didn't really like communicate that much well with like of our workload, but I would want more of it. So I would want to be there for each and every one of you of the external branch and just everyone in general. So as a VP, my job is to check on you and make sure that you're doing okay. You're not alone, so don't feel scared to reach out to any of top 4 because we're here to help. My vision of the Vice President of External Affairs will be to have more community service / volunteer opportunities, attending other external events, and reaching out to other schools besides the usual UCSD and USD. I think the Hot Chocolate Run was a very fun and successful event that gets our name out there as it promotes more AAPI representation within the San Diego community. Something like volunteering at like a Lunar New Year festival or even like a beach cleanup is something that I would want to incorporate into the upcoming like 2023-2024 school year. And committing to serve the community would be a great opportunity for APSA to further promote our organization as a whole. Over the past 2 years, while part of APSA as both GBMer and board member, I don't think we really fully reached outside the SDSU campus as much as we should have. Right now, APSA is solely leaning towards being a social club rather than cultural or political, this is totally okay, but it comes with thinking about, is this why we have a bigger turnout / retention rate? And there could be so many more ways we can help the SD community and SDSU campus. And I believe that we have the power to inspire others to learn and celebrate API cultural identities, traditions, and beliefs. However, all this doesn't matter until we figure out as a board what our goals are. Before we start any work for the next year, I believe that top 4 should meet and discuss our priorities so we have a clear goal on what we should focus on. And in life, we are expected to do something great. I understand what it's like to not know what a GVM is or what APSA is as a whole. And coming from like a community where it's like 99% white, it wasn't really a big culture shock for me to be here. But I know that like for others, it can be like that. So I feel like being here on campus and showing people we're here would be a great way to. Well, I'll just end it off with two guys. One, let's move forward as an organization to bring APSA to serve this SD community for a greater good. Thank you for letting me cook.
First question is, on top of e-board, external VP consists of many roles that encompasses reaching out to outside organizations, schools, clubs, companies, etc., taking accountability for the entirety of external branch, managing APSA merch, as well as many other unspecified jobs. How will you balance each of these on top of your normal schedule, and what are your main priorities taking on this role?
Balance it out. I usually use a Google Calendar to like sort out everything, but next semester I only have like 12 credits, so I'll be chilling. And after that, I graduate in the fall. But I'll probably prioritize just making sure everyone in the external branch is doing their like on top of everything and stuff like that. And if they need any help, I'll be there.
Second question. Describe a couple of core values a leader should have as external VP as well as any leadership position. For example, humility, courage, etc.
Like I said before, it's also about like it's about like communication too, and like listening. Because as a leader, you should be also listening instead of just like saying everything. And just like having the calming presence would like make them feel more comfortable saying their issues and problems. But it's also, you don't want to be too lenient about everything too. So I think just having like a set schedule would help everyone like be on top of it.
Third question. External VP has slowly started to redevelop a foundation. How will you evolve the position and create a lasting impact on APSA as well as the San Diego community?
I would probably incorporate just more volunteering events like your hot chocolate run. And then I know in past years, I saw that they were at like the, what was it called? Pacific Pack Arts Festival, like the San Diego Film Festival thing. So I feel like that we could bring that back too. But yeah, just like community service events, just like how Emma also included in her speech. But I think that would be good for the whole like community too.
My question is, SDSU APSA is the largest organization on campus with a vast amount of active members. Other APSAs in Southern California schools are either inactive, have small member bases, or simply were never founded. Thus, our impact outside of San Diego is small compared to other organizations that have strong bases and connections to outside regions. Do you have a vision for APSA to expand, or is focusing on the quality of the San Diego community and encompassing schools the most beneficial to APSA's future?
I think one reason that we're one of the bigger APSAs is because of like the majority ethnicity here. It's like all white, but like at UCSD, it's like basically majority already all Asian. But I think it's already okay to like, reach out to other APSAs too to get that like connections with other universities. But yeah.
5, it is inevitable that challenges may arise and not every event works out. How will you tackle situations and be confident in your decisions no matter the outcome?
What was the question? Like
it is inevitable that challenges may arise and not every APSA event works out. How will you tackle situations and be confident in your decisions no matter the outcome?
I think even no matter the outcome, you just gotta move on and just learn like from your past like mistakes and miscues. So it'll just help future like people on what to like fix if there's anything. But I also think like having just like keeping a cool under pressure and not looking like stressed or there's anything wrong is also good too.
And I think we have another audience question. Or just, yeah. Oh, just two. Okay, the first one is, as VP External, you are in charge of board members with very specific jobs such as editing and maintaining organization websites. What do you plan to do to ensure that they are receiving help?
Editing and maintaining websites.
Oh yeah. You were in charge of board members with specific jobs like editing and maintaining websites.
Also, how to like ensure that they do it.
Ensure that they're receiving help.
Oh, receiving help.
Yeah.
I think just having bi-weekly meetings with the branch as a whole, or just like one-on-one too, would help them out.
And last one is, if your branch members are feeling stressed and overwhelmed, how would you support them?
I would say I would just tell them to take a week break, and then I would either distribute that work or I'll just take it on myself.
That's all. Thank you.